Hey guys, it is Erika Misha. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. And yeah, this topic God has been dealing with me on for weeks, for a very long time now. Getting in line. Get in line. Yeah, get in line. And what I mean by that, God has been talking to me about getting in line, getting in line with his word, lining up with his word. There's no more playing time. There is no more playing time. Everybody's talking about, oh, 2024 is a year of revealing secrets and all this stuff. We got to get focused on what God is saying. And God has been talking to me real heavy about talk to the people about getting in line. And of course, you guys know when God talk about something with me, it's here first. The word starts here first. And God was just talking to me about that, getting in line, talking to me about in areas, where I'm falling short at, just talking to me about lining up with his word, doing what he's called me to do, and I've talked to you guys several times about this, about how God has talked to me about, full-time, doing my ministry full-time, and part-time in this channel and full-time in the other channel. I've talked to you guys about that. And I told you, God has been dealing with me for weeks, for a while, actually for months, for a while, about lining up, getting in line with his word, doing what he's called me to do. Now is the time. God said, now is the time to do what he has called me to do, because he has raised me up for such a time as this. And God said, I need you in place now. I need you in place. I need you in place now. Let's get in place. It's like God said, everything that I've been teaching you and talking to you about, and the praying and the fasting, all of that, God said, okay, now it's time now. It's time now for you to get where you need to get. It's time now for you to stop playing around. Let's get fully, truly committed. Not only fully, but truly committed. First, you got to be truly committed anyway. Truly committed. And then you got to fully commit. And that's what God I'm telling you, God has been really dealing with me really heavy on this subject. Really heavy on this subject. So this is the word that God has today. Getting in line. Get in line. Getting in line. So let me get to my notes. We must line up with God's words. If we say we are living for God. Yeah, we say we living for Christ, we living for God. We got to line up with his word. We can't say we living for God, but we got to line up with that word. We got to line up with that word. And that's what he told me. Girl, it's like, how can I say it? It's like I'm in line with God, but like I said, there's some areas that God wants me to clean up, some things that he wants me to sharpen up, get it together, girl. So that's what I've been doing. I've been getting in line, doing what God, and a lot of times we get out of line and God gotta snatch us back in line. I mean, man, that whole snatching back in line, that junk don't feel good at all. I have been snatched back in line on several occasions. So we must be living in the spirit, in the truth, living in our spirit and truth. That's what God was talking to me about. And God had me write that down. We have to be living in our spirit and in our truth. We have to be living by our spirit and not our flesh. We have to be, living, by our spirit, living in our spirit, not our flesh. And our spirit has to be true, So we got to be living in our truth, not saying one thing and doing another. Because I'm telling you, we can sit here and talk all day. Run our mouth all day. But people see what you're doing. You think these people know what you're doing, and that's what I'm saying, and that's what God said to me. People know what you're doing. They know what you're really doing and what you're really not doing, especially the people you live with. Like, they see it on a regular basis. And not only that, not even that, people that we don't live with, people that, know us, see us on a regular basis, especially family, because we all know family knows most of the time. But yeah, we gotta line up. Gotta get lined up, guys. We gotta be living in our truth. Get in place before we be replaced. When God said that, God said, let them know get in place before they be replaced. And God said to me first, get in place before you be replaced. I said, well, okay, God, you rhyming and everything. You dropping bars. I'm so silly. But yeah, that's what God said. He said, hey, get in line. Get in place before you get replaced. Because God said, hey, I got so-and-so over here that's willing. More than willing. Doing more than you. More willing than you right now. So, get yourself together. So, hey, just sharing what he's been talking to me about. Get in place before you be replaced. All right. So, by being replaced with willing vessels. Yeah, because let me tell you something. Don't get it twisted now. There are people out here that are willing vessels. There are people out here that's really living for Christ. That's really living this thing. That's really trying to do the right thing. Really trying to be used by God. Willing vessels. Just like the devil got willing vessels. Oh, God got willing vessels too. Don't get it twisted. God got people out here trying to do this thing and trying to live for him for real. And then we got some people around here playing with it. Yeah. There are people who are really, truly living for God. I talked about that just now. God is looking for his people that are truly serving and living for him, not pretending. Okay. Truly living. Let me say this. We can pretend all day. We can pretend all day. But we all know. You can play around with it all you want. But at the end of the day, you know that God sees all, hears all, knows all. So you can be around here trying to fool man, say what you want to say, but God hears all, knows all, sees all. He knows all. He knows it. He knows it. We can fool man. We can. And that's what God said. You could put up a front. God said, but I know what you're really doing. I know what you really ain't doing. And that's why I said, God, I want to be in line with your word. God said, God, tell me how I can line up. Tell me what I need to do to get in line. Tell me what I need to do to line up with your word. That's what I said to God. When he got on me, he's been really talking to me about that heavy, telling me to share that. God said, share with my people and tell my people they got to get in line. They got to get in line. There's too much going on. It's like, now you got to get in line in a hurry. You got to get there. You got to get there because you know what? So much going on. So much going on. So you got to hurry up and get in line. God wants his people to hurry up and get in line. Stop playing around. Either you're for them or you're against them. Stop playing around. Stop playing around. Let's go. Let's line up. Come on. God said, come on. He doing that roll call. Come on, let's go. Okay, you don't answer here like the teachers be doing in class. You know how teachers say, they call your name and ask if you're in class. If you don't answer, you ain't there. They mark you absent. That's how God doing. God doing roll call. That's another video. I love it. I love how he just dropped things in my spirit. Yes, exactly. That's what he doing. He doing that roll call. Let's go. God calling his people. Let's go. You coming? You coming or you not? You coming or you what? You coming? You staying or you going? What you gonna do? Because you taking up space. You're taking up room for people that are really trying to live this life for real. Get out of here. God ain't playing no more. God wants fully, truly committed people. That's what he wants. God ain't got time to be playing around no more. I'm telling you, that's what he told me. He said, God said to me straight up. He said, what you gonna do? He said, God said, what you gonna do? I said, what you gonna do, Erika? He said, what you gonna do? He said, I know a lot of times we grew up with that whole, we used to say back in my day, you gonna barbecue or mildew? That's what we used to say. But like, that's what God came to me straight up. And God said, he was just talking to me so nice and sweet one night. He said, what you gonna do? God said, you for me or you against me? You gonna live for me or you not? What you gonna do? I said, God, I thought I was living for you. I thought I was already. Wait a minute. I thought I was. And he just began to talk to me about some things. He wanted me to get together. Some things he wanted me to get together so I can get in line. He's like, okay, you need to do this, and that, and come on now. And yeah, he said, what you gonna do? God said, you really gonna live for me and do what I need you to do? He said, I don't need you half doing it. He said, because that's what I've been letting you get away with, half doing stuff. He said, I've been letting you get away with the half doing stuff now. God said, ain't no more grace. Because we just done ran that whole grace thing in the ground. Taking God's grace for granted. Just taking it for granted. Oh, God got grace. God to forgive me. I could do this and God to forgive me. Oh, no. That grace running out. Boo-boo. Gotta line up. Get in line. Getting lined up. Get in line. That's what God said. That's what he told me to tell you today. How about that? He told me to, y'all. So, getting in line. Because God needs us in place for right now. God needs us in place right now. There's too much going on in this world. We got to get in line. For real. So, that's what God said to me. He said, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? He said, I ain't playing with you no more. What you gonna do? You gonna live for me? And I say, yes, God. Yes, sir. Yes, God. He said, all right. He said, okay, well, let's get in line. Let's do what you're supposed to be doing. And y'all see I'm doing it. I'm doing it every day. Every day. Even days I don't feel like it. I get up, I'm recording right now. Right now. Tired, but I'm here. Not 100%, but I'm here. Because you know what? It's funny. Once I get on my channel and I start speaking, and God starts ministering, flowing through me, I get that. My spirit, man, gets so strong. And that flesh is just what? Where? Flesh where? My spirit be so excited. My spirit get going. I start getting strength. My natural man starts getting strong. I start feeling better, That's what God wanted me to show. We got to get in line. We got to get lined up with this word. We got to line up and stop playing around. God said, nah, either you're for him or you're against him. Which one is it? Choose this day whom you will serve. Choose this day. And I choose God. Always. I'm going to always choose God. Alright, guys. This is Arika Misha. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow me on all my social media at Arika Misha. Don't forget to go in the description box. Click on that link to my second channel, guys. Show me some love and support on my second channel, guys. I'm doing over there cooking. I'm doing all kinds of stuff over there, guys. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.